mathematics lovers? Are you ready for another day of fun and learning? Come and join me and we will explore your favorite classroom on TV. Matsaya here together with Maestra Masupad. Sama-sama tayong matuto. Before we begin, let us have a recap for our past lesson. Because of that, get ready for Math Tanong!
How do you write this number? A. 25, 9, 10,000. B. 25 and 9 10,000s. The correct answer is letter B.
Is it A or B? The correct answer is A. Number 3. What is the correct answer? Is it A or B? And the correct answer is letter B. What is the correct answer? Is it A or B? The correct answer is A. What is the correct answer? Is it A or B? The correct answer is A. In order to read and write the decimal numbers correctly, let us go back to the place value chart to represent the decimal number property. A decimal point separates the whole number, and the decimal part of a decimal number, it is read as and. Thus, the decimal number 25 and 9 10,000s is read as 25 and 9 10,000s. I am happy that you learned something from our past lesson. Now, are you ready for the new exciting world of mathematics? Get your self-learning module of Mathematics 6 and get ready for Matalakay! Welcome to our new lesson. Today, we will discuss about adding and subtracting decimals and mixed decimals through 10,000. Adding and subtracting is similar to the process of adding and subtracting whole numbers. Decimal through 10,000s are 4 digits after a decimal point. Let's try this one. Tina went shopping. She bought a pair of sandals for 85 and 3,452 10,000s and a pair of socks for 32 and 9,500s. How much did she spend in all? How much change did she get from 500? Let us analyze the problem. What is asked? The total amount they spent for a pair of sandals and socks. What are given? 85 and 3,452 10,000s and 32 and 9,500s. What is the number sentence? The number sentence that we use in this problem is addition. This is the process on how are we going to solve the problem. First thing is let us put the number, the given number, which is 85 and 3,452 10,000s, which is a pair of sandals, and 32 and 9,500s, a pair of socks. Make sure when you are going to add the given number, the digits are arranged according to its place value. If we are going to add the
two given problem, which is the 85.3452 10,000ths and 32 and 95 hundredths, the total is 118 and 2,952 10,000ths. Therefore, the total amount spent for a pair of sandals and socks is worth of 118 and 2,952 10,000ths. This time, I'll show you on how the solution on how to get the amount of change. Now, this is the expected solution. First thing is you need to put the 500. And make sure also when you are going to put the 500, you need to make sure that the decimal points are aligned. Next thing to do is to put the 118 and 2,952 10,000ths, which is a total amount spent for a pair of sandals and socks. Since we already put the decimal points aligned to each other, our next steps is to subtract. Now, when we are going to subtract the two given number, which is the 500 and the 118 and 2,952 10,000ths, in order for you to not to be confused, you need to put a 20 in the empty place value. Okay, now if we put already in the empty place value the 20, it's time for us to subtract. So if we are going to subtract this one, since they are all 0, we need to apply the cancellation method. So this will be 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, and 4. So to subtract, 10 minus 2, we have 8. 9 minus 5, we have 4. 9 minus 9, of course, it is 0. And 9 minus 2, we have 7. 9 minus 8, 1. And 9 minus 1, we have 8. 4 minus 1, the answer is 3. Therefore, Tina received 381 and 7,048 10,000ths.
Did you understand the example? If that's so, let us have another example.
One day, Debbie, Linda's younger sister, knitted 4 pieces of ribbon for her project. Linda gave her yellow, pink, blue, and red ribbons with length of 35 10,000ths, 543 10,000ths, and 675 10,000ths respectively. How long are the yellow and blue ribbons if put together? In this given problem, what do you think is the number sentence that we are going to use to solve this problem? Exactly. So, The question is, how long are the yellow and blue ribbons if put together? Class, always bear in mind that if we put together, that means we add together as a whole. So, the number sentence that we are going to use to solve this problem would be addition. So this is on how are you going to solve this problem. To show the solution, first thing that you're going to do is to put the length of a yellow, pink, and blue ribbons. So you need to put the 35 10,000ths, the 543 10,000ths, and the 675 10,000ths respectively. Take note that when you are putting the number, make sure that the decimal points are aligned. So, since the number sentence that we are going to use to find the sum of this given problem is the addition, we need to add these three given number. 5 plus 3 equals to 8. Plus 5, we have 13. So 13, bring down 3 and carry 1. 3 plus 4, we have 7. Plus 7 equals to 14. Plus 1 equals to 15. Bring down 5 and carry 1. 0 plus 5, we have 0. Plus 6 equals to 11. Plus 1 equals to 12. Bring down 2, carry 1. 0 plus 0, 0. Plus 0 equals to 0. Plus 1 equals to 1. 0 plus 0, it equals to 0. Plus 0, it is equal to 0. Therefore, if the pink, yellow, and blue ribbons put together, a total of 1,253 10,000ths.
It was easy, right? Let us first discuss the difference between addition and subtraction. When we talk about addition, it is represented by the sign symbols, and it's usually the first of the 4 operations that children learn in the school. What are those 4 operations again in mathematics? We have addition, subtraction, multiplications, and divisions.
Steps in adding decimal numbers. 1. Arrange the numbers in columns. Align the decimal points of the addends. Step 2. Write zeros in an empty decimal place values if needed, so that all of the numbers have the same numbers of the decimal numbers. Step 3. Add like whole numbers. Step 4. Put the decimal point in the sum directly below decimal points of the addends. We have here an example. Let us read it together. 2,345 10,000ths plus 45 hundredths. Example. Step number 1. Arrange the numbers in column. Align the decimal points of the addends. Step number 2. Write 0 and an empty decimal place value. Step number 3. Add like whole numbers. Add from right to left. And step number 4. Put the decimal points.
In subtraction, it is a process of taking one number or amount away from another. If in additions, we have the steps on how are we going to add the decimal numbers. In subtractions, we have also the steps in subtracting it.
Steps in subtracting decimal numbers. Step number 1. Arrange the digits in columns and align the decimal points. Step number 2. Write zeros in the empty decimal place values if needed, so that all of the numbers have the same number of decimal places. Step 3. Subtract as with whole numbers. Step 4. Place the decimal point between the digits vertically. For example, step number 1, arrange the number in column. Step number 2, write 0 and an empty place values if needed. Step number 3, subtract as whole numbers. And step number 4, put a decimal points aligned vertically. Therefore, the answer is 385 and 7,058 10,000ths.
Did you understand the difference between addition and subtraction? And this time, I know you are so much capable to do this activity. Because of that, get 1/2 sheet of paper and answer the following questions.
Directions. Find the sum and difference. Number 1. 4 and 5,795 10,000ths plus 2 and 3,674 10,000ths. Number 2. 38 and 45 10,000ths plus 15 and 962 10,000ths. Number 3. 48 and 9,992 10,000ths minus 35 and 9,870 10,000ths. Number 4. 23 and 978 10,000ths plus 31 and 4,507 10,000ths.
This time, let us check your answer.
For number 1, the answer is 6 and 9,469 10,000ths. Number 2, 53 and 1,007 10,000ths. Number 3, 13 and 122 10,000ths. Number 4, 54 and 5,485 10,000ths.
Very good, students. You really made a great job today. Congratulations! Because of that, let us have another activity. Let's go!
Directions. Complete the Scrabble word by solving the problems. You have given 30 seconds to answer the questions.
This time, let us check your answer.
For number 1, the answer is 4,787 10,000ths. For number 2, 8,335 10,000ths. For number 3, 3 and 3,577 10,000ths. Number 4, 2,358 10,000ths. Number 5, 1 and 1,110 10,000ths. 6, 5 and 446 thousandths.
The Scrabble word is matter. In science, when we talk about matter, is anything that occupies space and has mass. Who got the perfect score? Excellent! It seems like you really understand the process of adding and subtracting decimal numbers. This time, let me ask you a question. Do we use addition and subtraction in our daily lives? In what way? Adding and subtracting are very useful in our daily lives, especially when it comes of buying our daily needs. Like for instance, your mother asks you to buy a shampoo and a safeguard. A one-piece shampoo is amount of 7 and 85 hundredths, and the total cost of safeguard is 23 and 75 hundredths. Now, if we are going to add the total amount of one-piece shampoo and safeguard, we use the addition methods. Now, if we are going to subtract the amount of one-piece shampoo and safeguard less to your cash, which is 50 pesos, then we use the subtraction method. So this is the way on how we're going to apply the addition and subtractions in our daily lives. Always bear in mind that addition and subtraction is very significant in our daily lives. Without it, we cannot be able to add and subtract the money we spend. I hope you understand the steps in adding and subtracting decimal numbers, and I hope you will matandaan.
Steps in adding and subtracting decimal numbers. Arrange the digits in column and align the decimal points. Write zeros in an empty decimal place value. Add or subtract as whole numbers. Place the decimal points between the digits vertically aligned to the given number.
This time, let us test yourselves. Because of that, get ready for Mathemates time.
Solve the following questions. You are given 30 seconds to answer the questions. Let us check your answer. For number 1, what is the sum of 45 and 363 thousandths, 90 and 4,500, 10 thousandths, and 12 and 45 thousandths? Bear in mind, class, that when we ask about the sum, that means the number sentence that we are going to use is addition. So the answer is, the sum is 147 and 8,586 10 thousandths. For the number 2, the difference is 76 and 7,044 10 thousandths. For number 3, 774 and 5,096 10 thousandths. For number 4, 45 and 1,032 10 thousandths. And last number, the number 5, the answer is 325 and 4,244 10 thousandths.
How many of you got the score of 4 or 5? Again, it's a pleasure to teach when you work like that. Congratulations! And to those who got 3 below, do not worry, go back to your self-learning module.
Answer your learning task.
This has been another day of thinking, doing, and learning. Right here on your favorite classroom on TV, the Mathematics Hours. This has been your Maestra Masumpad saying, Mat saya lagi sa mathematics.